I'm sitting here on a try not to Tuesday, sipping on a glass of yak.
Now out in Vegas where the nights are bright, Dimitri and Doreen light up the site. He's the real estate poppy, closing deals all day. She's everybody's favorite, spreading love in every way. But come Tuesday night, it's a whole new scene. They link up live with Gender Houston Queen. She's the vice queen of H-Town, proud as can be. And behind the scenes, Tia keeps it running smoothly. Free the hard way on a Tuesday night. Tia's in the booth making sure it's tight. Two cities apart, but they feel so near. When they go live, it's the show of the year.
Our forefathers weren't the Pilgrims. We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. The rock was landed on us. We were brought here against our will. We were not brought here to be made citizens. We were not brought here to enjoy the constitutional gifts that they speak so beautifully about today. And because we weren't brought here to be made citizens today, now that we've become awakened to some degree and we begin to ask for those things which they say are supposedly for Americans, they look upon us with hostility and unfriendliness. So our unwanted presence, the fact that we are unwanted, is becoming magnified in all of America's preachments today.
We're the original people. History says it without a doubt. We thought things would get better once slavery let out. But once we were free, we still had no rights. Miss Sophia said it perfectly. All our lives we had to fight. No one believed us. They said we weren't telling the truth. But now darkness, the tables have turned and the chickens have come home to roost. Now everybody wants to fight. Everybody's on a mission. Welcome to 3 the Hard Way. Black History Month edition.
Fight, shake hands and come out fighting.
Don't take this ass whipping personally.
Welcome to the show, y'all. I am so sorry that I'm so off today, but happy Black History Month. I am one of your hosts, Dimitri, aka Real Estate Poppy. And there's my lovely best friend, Jen Glenn.
Hello, happy Black History Month.
And of course, my lovely wife is suspended. And she will be for the rest of the month. She's in the other room angry. That's why I'm so off, because I had to lock my door.
Is she throwing stuff at the door or what? What's going on?
She was in there just being loud. So I don't know. Maybe it's like a white revolt or something that's about to happen. But
you only know you're in trouble when she calling the insurance agency about your life insurance policy. My day was great. I had a great day. Okay. I didn't do too much. Just had a great day.
My day was it was rough because I've been building this AI assistant. I started Sunday afternoon. I just finished like 3 hours ago. And
oh yeah, I know we've been talking like back and forth today. And yeah, this AI assistant.
Yep. Doreen says I didn't get my Starbucks and I was building an AI assistant. So I will go get you Crumble after this. And Canadian Lisa says, happy Black History Month. That intro was great.
That intro was great. I'm still sitting here trying to figure out what was Martin Luther King and Barack Obama listening to. And I feel like it was probably Sexy Red.
I don't know. I bet Obama was listening to Passion Fruit. And MLK was probably listening to, I don't know.
Now, MLK looked like he was listening to somebody talk about the color of their booty hole.
So this is the way we're going to start Black History Month.
Yes.
All right. Well, we have an uncomfortable show. The Generation X topic of the week is going to be uncomfortable because we're going to talk about how white people are going around wrecking stuff. But we're going to have a little fun before that.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. I think we have some breaking news.
Uh-oh.
What the? Oh, Lord. You see that, Gentry?
Has anybody heard from KB or Snarky?
You know, they were meeting that guy with the... Well, we have a reporter on the scene. Let's get our reporter up here really quick. Our man on the streets.
How much for some pussy? What? I'm live. Hold on. Oh, hi, Dimitri. Jen.
Oh.
Dimitri,
Hello.
how are you?
Hi, Kaleo.
It's me, Kaleo. I'm live here in LA on the streets. I heard we just had a breaking news that Kendall B, once famed radio personality, and lovely producer Snarky Mac have gone missing. We received a call frantically from the senior community as brother-in-law Roland Nism reported Kendall and Snarky missing when they didn't show up for that weekly dice game. And we heard that he was out looking for the bang bus or some kind of RV that his best friend or somebody from Syracuse was supposed to be meeting him in down the street. We don't have much details. We just know he didn't show up for the dice game.
I'm sorry. Did you call it the bang bus?
Well, yeah, in LA, if there's a bus going around picking up people, normally it is the bang bus. I don't know. I don't have all the facts, but we're trying to, since this is breaking news, hopefully we can get this solved pretty quickly.
Well, let's keep them in our thoughts and prayers because, I mean, it is LA.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, look, outside of being offered some cat, I got offered a bag of weed and I bought 2 mixtapes.
Oh, nice. California is really treating you well for this story.
It's wild out here. Can't wait to get back to the streets of the DMV.
Well, how much was the cat?
How much? $45.
$45. That's not bad.
That's good, actually.
Yeah.
That's
California
prices.
For California.
Yeah.
Right? Don't trust it.
All right. Well, if you hear anything else, Gigi said it was Dominguez Hills adjacent. But yeah, if you hear anything else, please break back in because you know we are concerned about them. So
all right.
Hopefully ICE didn't get them.
Well,
they are pretty.
Kendall does look a little foreign, if you ask me.
Yeah, they are pretty light skinned. Okay, y'all.
And
pray for Kendall and Snarky.
And looking at this picture, Snarky kind of looks like she could be Nicki Minaj's cousin. So they might be iced out. All right, but we'll let you go deal with that cat, Kaleo. If you have any updates, please feel free to break in.
Will do.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was.
And I'm off. Roll that
Thank you,
shit
Kaleo.
Lord, let's pray for him.
Yeah.
But we have a show to do. So I guess we will say, guess what day it is? And I didn't look at the, hold on, let me read this first. Doreen can't be on the show because she might say something bad on Black History Month. Okay, I can play. Yeah, that was, you never can tell with Doreen. Yeah. So, the stakes are way too high right now. We can't be messing around like that. And really quick, Dave says, this is why rolling on the hands with Quattro now. And as far as the cat being $45, Doreen said that's a bargain.
That is a bargain. That's a good, yeah.
That's Houston prices. Let me see. And is that Fat Tony? They better about y'all Snarky don't play. Well, let's get into what day it is. And I'm just going to bring it up really quick. So the guy on the right is Jack Johnson, the right and the middle. In the middle with the white woman, and they both went first.
If anybody doesn't know, Jack Johnson was a fighter in the early 1900s.
Yep. And he was the first Black man to become heavyweight champion on today, February 3rd.
Michi, don't let me say the early 1900s. Do you remember like what decade that was?
It was like 1920 something.
20 something. Okay. So it's century. Pretty accurate.
Let me see. Jack Johnson, boxer. And I did have his name was John Arthur Johnson. Nickname. Oh, I didn't even see where he was from. That's why he could fight that muddy ass water. He's from Galveston.
Oh, yeah. What I tell you about those Texas men?
Yeah, nicknamed the Galveston Giant, was an American boxer who, at the height of the Jim Crow era, became the first black world heavyweight boxing champion. His 1910 fight against James J. Jeffries was dubbed the fight of the century. And then James J. Jeffries got his ass tore out the frame.
Yep.
People didn't really want to fight him because white people thought they were too good to fight black people. And I think it was more of a fear thing than, because I mean, he's from Galveston, Jim Crow guy. There's no telling what he went through growing up. And he just, unleashed it on the whites. So Jack Johnson, Apollo legend. Now the other guy, the reason I brought him up is because today was also the day that the Negro leagues, the baseball league, when it was created, February 3rd.
Okay.
And the guy in the picture, his name is James Alvin Dees. Would you like to guess his nickname?
Last name is Dees.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. What's his nickname?
Yank.
His name was Yank Dees.
Yank Dees. And our
Yank
crack
Dees.
research team, headed up by Dave J on the mic, provided that to me and let me use it. So James Alvin Dees, he was born January 1895. Nicknamed Yank, was an American Negro League catcher between 1917 and 1924.
Who
Born
put the
in-
question in the chat? Did he like white women too?
Possibly. I didn't dig deep enough to see if he did, but once he saw what Jack Johnson was doing, he was like, why not? Why not me? Oh, that was Doreen who said that.
That was Doreen.
See, he's still being disruptive.
She heard Yank Dees and she was like, does he like white women?
But just really quick, wanted to throw those out because February 3rd was an important day for apparently black men who like white women and like to beat up black men or white men, and somebody named Yank Dees.
Yank Dees.
Yank Dees. I think we have another. Is that Kaleo trying to dial in? I think we have to get phone. Hold on. There he is.
Kaleo.
Hey,
You have an update?
Look, I done caught 2 bodies since I've been out here.
Oh no.
He got tears.
I'm a little
Oh
fucked up.
no.
I'm a little fucked up right now, I'll be honest.
Damn.
But
Kaleo,
I
did
think
you
we
get
got
jumped in?
description. We got description on the van that Kendall B and Snarky Mac may have gotten in.
Right here.
There it is.
Oh no.
There it
They
is.
got picked up in Rancho Compton.
Okay,
Free
guys.
vacations, Rancho Compton. I gotta get out of here.
Y'all, please, if y'all see a black van saying free vacations in Rancho Compton, y'all call those people.
Yeah, don't call ICE. Don't call. Who they gonna call? You know what?
Call the
Mac
people.
Bro. Call Mac Bro because she's Inglewood family, the CEO, or call Mama B because she's the leader of the Rolling 60s.
All right, I gotta call somebody.
And there's my
Be on the
brother.
lookout for that motorcycle that Kendall and Snarky got into.
Motorcycle. You mean van?
That's what I said.
Yeah, okay.
Last seen with 2 titties and a 12-inch shoe.
Let me see your tears. You killed 2 people though?
I don't know. What day is it?
Oh man, he been in California too long. We got to get him back.
We should have blurred your face out.
Computer school.
Thank you. That has been our man on the street.
Thank you, Kaleo.
I think Kaleo might be on that stuff.
Yeah, I think so. He spent too much time in California.
All right, so let's get into this hot topic really quick. They got Don Lemon, y'all.
Oh, they got our man Don Lemon.
And I have a little video. We're not going to play the whole thing. I just wanted to play a toxic version of what happened. So if we go yeah, and then we go yeah, and yeah, let's play this real quick. This lady is disgusting, but we need to set the table.
We woke up this Friday morning to some breaking news. Don Lemon, the former CNN host who now makes a fool of himself on his bizarre YouTube channel, has been arrested by the feds for his role in the now infamous agitator-led ICE protest at City's Church in St. Paul, Minnesota during Sunday service on January 18th. According to reports, he's been charged with 2 federal crimes: conspiracy against rights, also known as the Ku Klux Klan Act, a felony. That's where you violate somebody else's civil rights, like that to attend a worship service. And he's been charged also with violating the FACE Act, which makes it a crime to, quote, by force or threat of force or by physical obstruction, intentionally injure, intimidate or interfere with, or attempt to injure, intimidate or interfere with any person lawfully exercising or seeking to exercise the First Amendment right of religious freedom.
Okay, so that's enough of that. She's lying so much she couldn't even get it out.
Listen, make us big, Meechus, so I can say this out loud.
Let me press buttons. You acting like Doreen.
Now, I just want to say, the simple fact that she wants to talk about his bizarre YouTube channel. And I'm like, your show is on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Megan, yes, Dave, I completely agree. You know, it's almost like when people try to hide racism, but eventually it came out. Do you remember when she had that show on NBC? Yeah, and everybody was looking around like, y'all for real gave her a show? You know, they cleaned her up, washed her up, put her in front of everybody. And then eventually she turned on herself. She showed her true colors.
Yes, like when you musty and your deodorant's not strong enough, and then halfway through the day, like you need that Mitchum, that clinical strength, but
exactly. That's a good analogy. Halfway through the day, halfway through the season, she let everybody know what she was really all about when she said that, like, it's okay to dress up in blackface. So for her to do that, I just can't. But back to Don Lemon.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it really is just an attack on journalism, or how should I say, Michi, like left-leaning journalism?
Black journalism.
Oh, do you think it's Black journalism?
Well, the 4 people that were arrested the day he got arrested, including him, there was 3 other Black people.
Okay, at the protest, because I know that they Rachel Maddow has also been arrested sometime this year. And I was like, really? But yes, at that particular protest, a lot of the Black people got arrested. But the idea that you can be at a protest and you're there as a journalist, and it's not like, oh, is he a journalist? We're talking about Don Lemon.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows who this man is. And so to try to arrest a journalist for doing his job, what you're really saying is, we're just trying to control the information that gets out there.
Yeah, absolutely. So
it's just crazy.
The thing with me, he had the right to do it. But just because and I support Don Lemon, I watch Don Lemon, I just don't 100% agree with what happened with this, because I'm not going to run up in somebody's church, even if I have the right to do it. Just because you can doesn't mean that you should.
Right.
Because they were in there protesting, so he wanted to go cover it. Okay, if they would have been in there stabbing people or shooting, would he have gone in there to cover that? I wouldn't have. So that's the only pushback I have. I mean, I don't discredit him for doing it. Just me personally, I wouldn't have done it.
You would not have been Don Lemon in that situation. You wouldn't have gone to church. Okay, so I'm going to say this. January 6th, there were a ton of journalists out there interviewing people when they were tearing up the Capitol.
Mm-hmm.
And none of them got arrested. None of those journalists got arrested.
And the people that tore the Capitol have got pardoned.
So Now, I'm not saying that I agree with what they did, the protest they did inside of that man's church while those other people were having services. But the idea that you would arrest a journalist, yeah, they didn't arrest any of those journalists out there interviewing people on January 6th. Every time you think this administration cannot do anything else, they do something else.
Every day. I think that's why I'm so tired. Because
Yes, that's how I'm tired.
like, even though I don't agree with a whole bunch of stuff that Biden did, and now more stuff is coming out with the whole Epstein thing, and how him and Merrick Garland, he's like, you know how I hate Mitch McConnell?
Yeah.
I'm starting to hate Merrick Garland too. So I would beat him up if I saw him for being a little punk.
Yeah.
But I don't even know how to say it. It's like those 2 congressional races in Texas over the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Trump was like backing this one person, like in Fort Worth, I think, saying how great she was and blah, blah, blah. And then she lost. He was like, oh, I don't even know what it is. I wasn't even following it. Things like that happen sometimes. Like, dude, you just put on your fake Twitter stuff that, and then the whole Epstein thing about the nasty stuff they have him doing in there. And he was like, yeah, well, if you ask people, they said that it exonerates me. I'm like, who are you asking?
His press secretary, Melania.
Jesus Christ.
Barron. Who else are they asking?
I don't know.
Everybody else around the White House talking about, not even wanting to give him eye contact.
I mean, we're sitting there listening to him on Monday say ABC. Then on Tuesday, a reporter is like, well, yesterday when you were talking about ABC, I never said ABC. What are you talking about? Get out of here, piggy. It just doesn't seem real.
It doesn't seem real.
I mean, your congressperson hung up on us twice last week. Maybe I'll play that next week. I didn't have time to edit it to get it. But yeah, for those of you who weren't on the show, the gent you and I had last Friday, what's her name?
Lizzie Fletcher.
Lizzie Fletcher. So we called Lizzie Fletcher's office to see why she voted on the House resolution to approve the Charlie Kirk Celebration Day. I mean, to her credit, at least they answered the phone before they hung up on us. Hakeem Jeffries didn't answer the phone. My congressperson didn't answer the phone. I don't know. It just doesn't seem real.
I would have rather don't answer the phone than to hang up on me.
Yeah. Especially you hung up on me or on us, and then the phone rings immediately. Right after that, you knew it was us. Why'd you answer?
She didn't think it was us.
I was like, hey, I think we got this guy. Hello? Hello?
Okay. I want to go back to Don Lemon. Do you know how when they arrested Don Lemon, he was in a hotel in what city did we say when we looked it up? He was in Los Angeles. And so Don Lemon said that he would turn himself in as soon as he got back. And people do this all the time. He would turn himself in. They actually sent agents out there to his hotel to arrest this man.
Yeah, because he said he would turn himself in New York like weeks earlier, and they ignored him. They wanted the publicity. They wanted
the publicity. They wanted to embarrass him. They wanted to shame. I'm sure journalists that they consider left-leaning, because that's the only reason you would do that.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping that now since they squeezed that lemon, he's gonna make a whole bunch of lemonade if he sues them, because that's
yes. They did not arrest this man in his hotel room. They didn't arrest him in his home. They arrested him at the hotel, but like in the, I guess he was getting on the elevator.
Can you
to have a public show of it? For journalism in the United States of America.
Thank you, Gigi. Yeah, y'all click like and share and all that kind of stuff. Because this might be one of our last shows, because I mean,
we done named too many people.
We aren't journalists, but we're black.
No. We're just regular taxpayers out here mad because Don Lemon got arrested doing his job.
The other thing, and I didn't want to make this a Trump show, but it kind of has to be, because he's suing the IRS for $10 billion.
Who?
Trump. And I forgot why, because some person at the IRS, he said, leaked his tax information. So now he's suing them for $10 billion. He's suing, is it the FBI or the DOJ? He's suing somebody else for like 250 million.
Another government agency?
Yeah.
You are the head of these agencies. Why wouldn't you wait till you're out of office to try to sue them?
Because everyone's afraid of him now. He's going to walk in like when crooked owners own a club and they just go in and take money out the register. That's what he's doing right now. So
that's like you suing Doreen.
I'm afraid to sue Doreen. She's in there white mad right now. So yeah, y'all pray for us. So we don't have a Gentry's question of the day today because we have some other stuff that we're going to do. But maybe we should do an ad really quick about our guy, our man on the street who is out there apparently loving LA.
Well, I really hope if we talk to him again today, like he's okay, because I don't know, those mean streets of LA putting it on him.
Yeah,
I don't know if he's the same person.
And came back with tattoo tears.
Yeah, he didn't last the whole 5 minutes. All right. The WRSC Kaleo, the WRSC podcast, where sneaker culture and pop culture collide. Catch them on Thursdays at 9:30 Eastern here on YouTube.
We love those guys.
Yeah,
maybe I'm going to take this down. I don't want that comment to be an Epstein comment to be here where we can have somebody screenshot it. Then Kaleo is sitting up there like, uh-oh.
Oh, and they also have a special. They're gonna do a album preview.
Yeah, a listening party for J. Cole's project. Is it Midnight Friday?
Yeah, it's midnight. So catch them Friday,
12:05
a.m. No, technically that's Friday.
Look, she just can't control herself. All right, so since Doreen is still wilding out, we're going to go into this segment that we had to adjust just a little bit.
Welcome to White Girl News.
I don't hear anything now. Do y'all hear something?
I heard it. Well, anyway, welcome to White Passing News. Since we were on the topic of baseball earlier, this is George Herman Ruth, Babe Ruth, one of the best baseball players ever, and he was black. Did you know that, Gentry?
I have heard that it was suspected that he was, but I don't know if we know for sure.
No, we know for sure.
We do. Okay.
Let me find this really quick, and we will play it.
To white people's records. Let's get I'm done with Babe Ruth and Ty Cobb and all these fools.
Whoa.
You a Herman Ruth fan?
Yeah, I support that. Babe Ruth,
you know what?
is black.
That's right. Didn't that come out a while ago that he's sort of black?
Producer, yo, Google, is Babe Ruth black? The answer is Babe Ruth was white enough.
I mean, look, Herman is
from Baltimore.
Yeah, Herman Ruth from Baltimore.
If that ain't a black person, that's a black person.
The only white baseball player at the Cotton Club.
Yeah, kicking it. And he was a pitcher too.
Yeah.
So he was raw.
Also, he did the blackest thing in Major League Baseball history. He pointed to where he was going. Hit the baseball.
Y'all weak.
You can't tell me that's not something that nigga would do. Like, I'm gonna hit it here.
I'm just glad.
All right, y'all. So that proves it to me that Babe Ruth was black.
what 2 podcasters talking about it proved it, or the fact that he actually pointed where he was gonna do the ball,
All
where he
the
was gonna
above.
hit the ball, all of it.
Well, because there's a whole bunch of people who have been saying this for years, that Babe Ruth is black. And let's do this really quick. Look at his nose. You cannot tell me that man, the way he hit a baseball and threw a baseball and hung out with the black people, he wore fur coats.
Look at that baby hair.
And you mean to tell me that you believe that he's anything other than black?
Yeah, look at those baby hairs. Yeah, because didn't he have curly hair?
It was straight, but you know, Cab Calloway has straight hair too. Kendall has straight hair.
No, my daughter has straight hair. It's straight, but it's curly.
Yeah, and Ubi is here. Speaking of white passing, because it's winter.
Don't make Ubi mad.
It's winter, so she's already admitted that. Doreen says, "I heard it, and I'm a bit disappointed. You're taking over my moment. You know what? Look,
Doreen, we want you back here in March.
March, the first Tuesday in March, if you learn how to behave yourself."
Yeah, but
how peaceful it's been. We're like 6:30. We're 38 after the hour. We may finish early.
Okay, so let's just say it comes out that he was black, right? Now, do you have to change all of those records? Because you would have to now indicate all of Babe Ruth, everything he scored, being the first to do this, being the first to do that. Now you'd have to equate it to not only was he the first, but he was the first African American to do this or to do that.
You know, Jackie Robinson's family is shaking in their boots right now. Be like, "Oh Lord."
No, but honestly, once they started integrating Major League Baseball at all of the sports, those records that they had back then, they all got smashed.
Mm-hmm. Just like Bertha.
Right. So, I mean, Babe Ruth was great when there were nothing but white players. But once they integrated the sport, I mean, he was probably the 23rd best.
I think he was already gone, not dead. I don't think he was playing anymore when black people
No, I don't think so. I don't think so either.
But yeah, he would have been just probably regular.
But there were some other white players who said they didn't want, I can't remember his name.
Ty Cobb.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said he wouldn't share a room with an N-word.
Yeah. So he didn't want to share a room or shower with Babe Ruth.
And see, that's how you can
Ubi
tell.
said the whole time I thought he was colored.
Well,
she
were
would
right.
come on here and say colored. Oh, I'm sorry. Finish your thought, Michi.
No, it's like you can tell he wasn't 100% black. Well, no, maybe he was, because that was like the teens. So you just can't go around hitting white people with baseball bats when they insult you. I mean, you can't even do that now. So can you imagine back then?
Yeah.
He would have looked like a real Babe Ruth, like the candy bar with his nougat all hanging out.
But he does have the bravado of a black athlete with that pointing. Talking about, I'm gonna hit the ball over here. Yeah, you know how all the bravado we have.
Like Sidney Dean and White Man Can't Jump.
Mm-hmm.
And Khalil said there's a smoking spiel at noon on the 4th. Who's gonna be noon? Well, I guess we'll be watching at noon.
Does that really offend you?
It's shocking. You know, hold on. Where's my button?
You know when somebody doesn't say they don't like something, but they let you know they don't like it? Well,
like, Khalil, you doing a movie show at noon on the 4th?
That's shocking to me because you're black.
All right. So we've got that out of the way. Babe Ruth is black, and now the world knows it. Or at least 22 people that are watching right now. We did white passing news. And now, let's shout out Elton and Marissa really quick.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah.
I thought I had notes. Hey, y'all.
All right. I hate it. Oh,
you have. Okay, go ahead.
Need a place to share your work horror stories? Join Erica V and Marissa on I Hate It Here. 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern, right here on YouTube.
Arriba La Raza.
Dave J had a comment. He said, how does Ubi know Babe Ruth, but has no clue who Tevin Campbell is?
I know. Tevin Campbell, Sugar Hill Gang, New Edition. She knows Bobby Brown, but she doesn't know New Edition. I think Ubi on that stuff.
Now, I think Ubi is big on culture as long as it's not pop culture, like historical culture. She's a real fan.
Did you see what Tia said?
What Tia say?
Babe Ruth looks like my grandmama.
Oh, okay. Babe Ruth looks like my grandma.
So I didn't let me close this stuff out because we have to. I made so many things, but I didn't want to you know how I get. I'll share everything at the beginning of a show. So I would do our whole month's worth of Black history research in the first show, and then we'll just be stuck doing like Puerto Rican history or something like that.
Black adjacent history.
Let me see if okay. And I have to bring this up because I have it on my other screen over here. Actually, let me text it to myself. What we're going to talk about is some of the towns that got destroyed or that had Black people just ran out of town for the simple reason that they were Black.
Yeah.
And I'm going to share it. It's Wikipedia, so of course it's valid. Where are you, Gentry? Because that's where I'm going to send it so I can text it from there to here. I'll send it to Doreen.
I was about to say, when you see where am I, what do you mean?
And so I don't have my text messages or my iMessages over here stacked because you know you're in like the top to where I see you all the time. Okay. I'm just going to send it to Doreen.
Okay.
Because she needs to research this anyway. This is your homework, babe. You need to know all these towns that your people tried to destroy. And we're going to share this right here. Here's this tab. And I'm going to read them because we have 15 minutes.
Okay. And I don't know if you saw, but I actually sent you a video. I did, where they were outlining all of these in case you didn't want to read it.
Oh, yeah, I don't like to read if I don't have to. Reading.
I mean, I could do it, but I don't want to. If I don't have to do it, I'm not going to.
Yeah, if they knew I was out here reading, I would be on that list. Okay. All right, so we'll share this first, and then the ones that aren't covered, we will go in and try to embarrass the people who need to be embarrassed. None of our white people need to be embarrassed. We love our white people, but you know, the ones who would be offended by this show, good. And we're right there. And here we go.
America, Black communities built thriving, self-sufficient worlds, but their prosperity was met with a destructive force from both violent mobs and calculated government policies. Here are 10 of those towns. Like and subscribe as we continue. 1. Brooklyn, Charlotte. A bustling business district raised in the 1960s by urban renewal, displacing thousands of residents and over 200 businesses. 2. Rondo, St. Paul, a tight-knit middle-class neighborhood torn in half by the construction of Interstate 94, destroying hundreds of homes and businesses. 3. Overtown, Miami, the Harlem of the South, carved through by I-95 in the 1960s, wiping out legendary venues and the community's wealth. 4. Jackson Ward, Richmond, the Wall Street of Black America, systematically gutted by I-95 construction and discriminatory redlining policies. 5. Hayti, Durham, a proud self-sustaining district demolished by the Durham Freeway, fracturing a community that had thrived for nearly a century. 6. Black Bottom and Paradise Valley, Detroit, cultural hubs famous for jazz, completely bulldozed for freeways and redevelopment, displacing the entire population. 7. Wilmington, North Carolina, In 1898, a violent white supremacist coup murdered dozens and burned the black-owned newspaper, forcing thousands to flee. 8. Rosewood, Florida. A prosperous town burned to the ground in 1923 by a white mob, erasing it from the map after survivors fled with nothing. 9. Ocoee, Florida. After a black man tried to vote in 1920, a white mob massacred residents and drove out the entire black population. 10. Greenwood, Tulsa. The legendary Black Wall Street. In 1921, a deputized white mob killed hundreds and reduced an economic powerhouse to ashes. These weren't just neighborhoods, they were futures, systematically stripped of wealth and opportunity. Remembering them is an act of justice. Say their names in the comments, add the stories we missed, and support the local organizations carrying these legacies forward. History remembered is power regained.
That was a lot of towns.
And didn't even scratch the surface.
A lot of communities destroyed. On the Wikipedia page, how many did they list?
I'm about to bring it back up because, and we'll just go through and count them. We don't have to read all of these.
Yeah, because they listed 10 on the video.
On here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. And some of those were included in the video.
Yeah.
But we're told to, our ancestors were told to pull themselves up by their bootstraps. And then these people take the boots. It's ridiculous. Like one of the ones that really makes me mad, and it's because the family, they like caved anyway, and it was in Manhattan Beach. So, and I'll read it right here. The Manhattan Beach City Council passed Ordinance 263 claiming eminent domain for a public park in order to take properties owned by Black residents and eliminate the African American resort Bruce's Beach.
Yeah.
So they took it and they were supposed to make a park, and they never made the park. I think they ended up making a parking lot for a fire department or something. But the thing that really pissed me off was they gave the family like, what, $20 million or something a few years ago, which if you think about the money that could have been made when that place was a resort and they're in Manhattan Beach, like some of the most prime real estate in Los Angeles. So all of that money that was lost, they give them $20 million, something like that. And then they, the family sells it.
Because it wasn't about the land or that. It was about making the Black people go away or disrupting like the preservation of wealth in that particular community.
Yeah, but I mean, the thing is, so they got screwed for 100 years. But now you get the money, you get the land back, and then you screw yourself. I know a lot of the scammers on Instagram, like the Black real estate gurus, they always use the term generational wealth. And the majority of us aren't going to be able to accumulate generational wealth. Maybe we can start or lay the first brick or do the foundation,
right,
but it's not going to be some stuff like where our kids don't have to work, or our great grandkids can just be assholes and not do anything. That's generational wealth. And this is what I believe they gave away. Because once you split that money up, however much it was, between all those family members, then what?
Yeah, it's gone.
$1 million seems like a lot of money, but it could be gone quick.
Especially if you have to split it.
Yeah, and what did they have to show for it? Me being angry with
it. Can you imagine the accumulation of all of that wealth had they kept that land and all of that from the beginning?
They could be the Black Hiltons right now.
Yeah.
But the damage was done. They took the land and they're like, my bad. You can have it back at market value. I'm like, see, we shouldn't do these shows.
But let me I want to read the one from 1954. The one, and this one really bothers me. It was, oh, before I read that one, let me read what Gigi said. They displaced many Black people in Pasadena in the 1930s and 50s so they could build a freeway. Now, most of those families lost home in the Eaton fires. Yeah. Because they'll go build a freeway through a Black neighborhood in a second.
Yeah, Black Wall Street in Tulsa.
Back in the day. Okay, so 1954 in Sheridan, Arkansas. Following the Brown versus Board of Education decision and a reverse decision of the school board to integrate the schools, local sawmill owner Jack Williams threatened to burn down the homes of all his Black employees unless they accepted a buyout offer and relocated to Malvern. So now you don't have to worry about more Black children going to that particular school because now they're in a different town, more than likely in a different school system. But I mean, just I don't know, the evilness of that.
When Dave says the U.S. interstate system was a project of Eisenhower, a Republican who expressed discomfort with integration.
Yeah.
It's like we say often, this system wasn't set up for us to succeed. So whenever we try, whenever we do get ahead a little bit,
yeah,
see what happens. So, and then they unleash the worst of us on us. And then, because if you say something about a white person who shot up a church or a school or something, you don't blame all white people for that.
Right.
But if a Black person does something, you represent the entire race.
Yeah.
And
I think that, what bothers me the most about people like Candace Owens and, some other Black people that we really don't like to tolerate is the fact that all of the hurt and the nuances and the reason for, I think, the brokenness in African American society.
Mm-hmm.
You understand that because you come from that. It's not like you come here from Africa and you're Black and you don't get it, or you come in from another country and you don't get it. And so it was almost like the hurt, and I think a lot of the betrayal that this country has put on African Americans to make us believe that we're not what we truly are.
Yeah,
which is Americans. Exactly. Which is Americans who helped build this country. And I just think that I don't know. I just hate that we're not as far as we could have been, but there are reasons for that.
Yeah,
I'll just say that.
Because of redlining and voter suppression and like military people who came back from World War II and couldn't get a VA loan. The majority of the wealth that was accumulated between the end of World War II and I don't know the end year, but all these baby boomers who bought these houses for 10 cents and now they're worth $800,000 and their family gets to enjoy having stuff passed down. It's like being a realtor. It's not a strange thing to see a white parent giving their kids like $100,000 for a down payment.
Yeah.
While people of color are using down payment assistance programs, which there's nothing wrong with that. But the first time I saw a Black client like give their kids, I think the house was like $350 and they gave them $200 so they could have some semblance of responsibility and have a mortgage payment. But they probably easily could have paid that house off, like bought it cash.
Right.
But there's not a lot of us in a position like that. And the reason is because of, white flight, when stuff was redlined and Black people couldn't get loans and white people moved to the suburbs. And now that it's fashionable to be in the city again, they're coming back and gentrifying. So that's why I'm always preaching, instead of gentrification, like rehabbing the neighborhood. What's the word I always use? Revitalizing it.
Yeah.
Because if you see Gentry's coffee shop go up, then it has a chance to be a decent neighborhood that's not going to price people out. But as soon as you see that Starbucks go in there, you may as well move to Malvern, Arkansas, because the condo that was 150, it's about to be 500.
Well, and also as soon as the population starts to change, because I've seen it just growing up in the city that I live in. As soon as the population starts to change and more people of color move into the neighborhoods, you see people divesting money out of those particular neighborhoods and moving that, like basically that Starbucks is about to close down.
Yeah, like the Boondocks when Ed Wunsler had granddad making those Luthers, the Luther burgers, and drove the property value down so he could buy all of the buildings around it.
Exactly.
And look at Ubi. She's like the Black Doreen. Shout out to Cadillac for being the first to sell to and market to coloreds by a Cadillac. And yes, welcome to the Black Doreen. That is Ubi. So yeah, we have to get out of here because Roland is coming up. And look, without the distraction from the suspended person, he actually did pretty well.
We did. And I can't wait to come back next week with more Black history. But I want to say, so for Kaleo, so his show that is going to be on 12:05 a.m. February 4th, I believe. I hope I have that right. It's a J. Cole birthday Blizzard mixtape review. And then for the smoking spill, it's not going to be live. So that's why I guess he's just going to post it in the afternoon and we can watch that whenever we feel like. But I would like to really thank Kaleo for being our man on the street. Somebody should really call him and make sure he's okay.
Should we check on him or Snarky and Kendall?
We need to check on all of them.
Let me see. So y'all be on the lookout. Where'd it go? All these slides are all out of place. Let me see. That's them missing. I don't know what happened to the truck. Oh, there it is. Yeah, there it is. So y'all be on the lookout for this.
You know, all our California viewers.
Yeah, he said his boy, hey, my friend's coming in town. He has an RV. And now they're probably tied up like Bruce Willis and Ving Rhames in Pulp Fiction.
That doesn't look like something I would walk into. That looked like a saw bus.
Michelle said, excellent show. Thank you all. But not you, Doreen. And Ubi says, Pepsi also. No Diet Coke all month, y'all. Pepsi only. And I agree with Ubi on that because when Coke was calling us the N-words, Pepsi could have been calling us the N-word too, but they didn't do it in public. And the last thing, I do want to play one little thing, so we'll take us to 702. But Gigi says, that's exactly what I'm saying. You pay $1.3 million, you expect your neighbors to act that way. But those neighbors are $175,000 from 30 to 40 years ago, living their lives. Yes. And let me show you about this property value going down. And we will just end the show after this.
I present to you the Luther, a full-pound burger patty covered in cheese, grilled onion, 5 strips of bacon, all sandwiched between
2 donuts.
2 Krispy Kreme donuts. It's called the Luther because it was supposed to have been invented by Mr. Luther Vandross himself.
Luther Vandross is dead.
And what's your point?
Is this one of your menus? Sausage and waffle and fried chicken breakfast lasagna.
Yep.
Bacon wrapped chitlin stuffed catfish. Granddad, you can't serve this kind of food to people. It'll cause death.
Whoa, this is what crack must feel like.
Shame on you, Huey. Move out to the suburbs and suddenly you too good for soul food. Perhaps you would enjoy a spot of cheese and a buttered scone, white boy. Boy, are you okay? I'm sure it's just the itis, right?
That or insulin shock. Do CPR.
Ronnie, wake up!
Yeah, I'm not sure yelling at him is gonna help, Granddad. How do you not know CPR?
I tried to learn CPR, but they wouldn't let me. Because I was black.
What?
Oh, sure, nowadays y'all can just run around and learn CPR whenever y'all want to. Just go around saving lives, resuscitating each other willy-nilly. But when I was a young man, it used to be against the law to teach colored folks CPR, okay?
Man, that's not true. Granddad, is that you?
Oh, boy, I thought we lost you there for a second. How was the Luther?
Best thing ever.
Sounds like an endorsement to me.
So next week we'll follow up with the other part of that. I think we can do this for the whole 4 weeks. Play clips of this because it's relevant.
Yeah. Thank y'all for joining us.
Yeah, thank y'all. Love you guys, and we will see you in Rollins and see you in the morning in Kindles.
Yeah.
And there is the outro. Bye, y'all. Love you.
Bye, guys. Love you.